What up, good people, man? This is J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, man. I'm here, your favorite host, you know what I'm saying? I'm here with my favorite co-host, my Unc. You know who it is. Unc Ronald Boulware in the building. What's going down, Unc?
Oh, nothing much. Just hanging in here, man. I want everybody to know I'm the favorite because I'm the only one here.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be the favorite when you're the only one here.
Hey, if Jonas was here, I had two favorites in the building.
Favorites,
you know what I'm saying?
Christmas coming, y'all. Let me change that. Not Christmas. Crimmer coming, y'all.
Crimmers.
So this is my South Dallas Santa Claus uniform I got on.
That South Dallas swag, baby.
Yeah, South Dallas Santa Claus. And if you see right there, it say day. When you the South Dallas Santa Claus, you got to go in daytime. You can't go at night. Because I don't want nobody sneaking around my house at night. Santa Claus or nobody else. So hey, you South Dallas, we deliver. Matter of fact, we're going to deliver toys at 12 noon. We got a naughty and nice list. I'm going to the people that's been nice. I don't know who coming to see you naughty ones.
Yeah, gonna have plenty of toys up under the tree all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All day and night, man. Welcome to this Christmas show, man. I'm still checking on the technologies, making sure we sound right. I just had to jump into this live mode because, I didn't know what was going on. We were trying to get IG connected. We got to connect it once, but there's some inconsistent things going on over there. So we back in this thing, man. But we got an action-packed show, man. We got a lot to talk about today. I think we sound good. Let me hear you say something, Monk.
Something.
Oh yeah, we good. We good
to go.
Yeah, we good to go. So let me get rid of that. Make sure I bring these topics up on this phone real quick. In this digital world that we live in, everything is in the cloud, man.
Yeah.
Everything is in the cloud.
Everything's in the cloud except my head, and I got it on my shoulders.
Today, anyway.
Yeah, today, anyway. Now, tonight, you might check on the clouds.
Yeah, man. Trying to get with them clouds later on this evening. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's a lot to talk about. Let's go on and jump into it. We're going to start with this
Let's go.
High school football, Texas high school football playoffs. These championship games were played this past weekend, and there was a little bit of controversy with this first game we're talking about. Sock went out playing against Port Neches Grove and took an L, man. Nobody saw that coming. Everybody really... I don't want to say everybody, that's a general statement, but a lot of people thought the Sock was going to come in and dominate like they have in the previous 2 years. They would have been the 20th team to three-peat in the state of Texas, and it didn't take place, man. It was very close. They were up the majority of the game. I can't really say they were dominating the whole game because Port Neches Grove outgained them on offense and yardage. And they played really good defense, right? I think they held Sock to right around like 196 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
So, they even though they weren't ahead on the scoreboard for the majority of the game, and it seemingly, Sock scored when they had to, when they needed to. Other than that last 3 minutes of the game, right, when they needed it most, it didn't work out. But a lot of people are pointing to a pass interference call that was made late in the fourth quarter. I think Port Neches Grove had the ball right around the 20-yard line. Yeah. They threw a out route to the receiver on a third down play, and the cornerback, I thought he made a great play, but there was a flag that showed up on the field out of nowhere. It was a late flag. Come to find out, it was the Port Neches Grove referee that threw the flag.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's from Port Neches Grove, right? I can't think of his name right now, but so they say, allegedly, right? Because this was something that was on the internet. People can easily go and scrub a name and put a name up and a location and make things seem to be more than what they are. But as far as I saw, the gentleman that referee was from Port Neches Grove. And actually, I took the time to spin up the film. I got a little footage, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think of this play right here. We're going to call this the call, So as you see, the quarterback scrambles out to the right side. Look at this play. Beautiful play by that cornerback right there, right? And just before the receiver broke out, it was a little bit of tussling, but nothing too crazy, right? We had an extended arm from a receiver. We also had hands on the receiver from the cornerback, which typically takes place. But seeing that play right there,
the defensive back looked like he had better position on the ball than the receiver.
And he did.
It looked like the receiver was kind of go through him to get the ball.
Yeah, this is what everybody saw. But, you seen the same thing I saw and what a whole lot of other people saw. And that's the reason for the, a lot of people are saying that this was, fixed or something like that. Or, they put this referee in position in a place where he shouldn't have been to make that call. Because you're not supposed to have a hometown referee, from either side in these types of games, and for this reason right here, right? Now that Port Neches Grove can't go and celebrate their state championship win without, asterisk, if you must, a mental asterisk. So,
but the mental asterisk is coming from the South Oak Cliff side. It's not coming from Port Neches is celebrating like nothing happened.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And that play doesn't even come up when the sportscasters are running back the
And 2 or 3 years from now, they won't say anything about that play. I'm a hardcore sports old school
guru.
Yeah, sports guru and old school guy. And it's hard for me to say that you lost the game because of the referees, because that was one play in a game that had, 90-some plays?
Yeah.
So, that was just one play. And, my thing, us old school guys say, well, if you had the ball 50 plays, you had 49 other plays that you should have did.
Absolutely.
Something.
And they had, Sock had 3 minutes, but at the same time, there was a couple different calls on that drive.
Oh, yeah, on that same drive.
On that same drive, right? They were at the 3-yard line. Sock, looked like they made a stop, right? And it was going in the 4th down, and
they threw a flag.
Another flag came out. Said that the cornerback lined up in the neutral zone.
But you could clearly see the line that he wasn't. If you would have had that play. Now, I saw that on
You saw that one? And he wasn't in the neutral zone?
Oh, yeah, I had saw that play. I didn't see it Saturday. I went back later and pulled it up. But and then the other play, you can clearly see down the line. Yeah. The kid don't look like he was on the line. But
wow, see, it was, and that's why that's the controversy, because I'm watching the game live, and I'm like, man, they're like they sure doing a whole lot to make sure these boys score right here.
Oh yeah, absolutely, but then you have to do like Duncanville and DeSoto did. Sometimes you just got to take it out the hands of the referee.
Absolutely,
it's got to be so one-sided that the referee can't do nothing even if he want to.
That's the best way to go about handling that.
Yeah, that's the best way to go about it. Because it sounds, in a way, it sounds kind of like sour grapes, when you go away and you got a bunch of ifs, ands, and buts on a loss. Yeah. But, sometimes they are halfway legitimate, but like I say, you should have played better for the rest of the game.
Yeah, no doubt.
And it wouldn't have came to that.
No doubt.
And I love South Oak Cliff. And when I was in high school, I wanted to go to South Oak Cliff, but I couldn't. Yeah. And I got a lot of homies who went to South Oak Cliff. And they crushed right now. Yeah. But then I told them the same thing. Yeah. Play better and you won't lose.
Well, from what I understand, I believe the athletic director, somebody from SOC has
filed a protest.
They done all that. That never amounts to anything. But he's taking the actions, and I see why.
Absolutely. They should let it be known that we're not happy with what went on. But then in the end, nothing's going to change. Yeah. Port Neches is going to be the state champion, and you're going to be the runner-up. Yep. And that's the way it's going to go down in history. And you got to learn to live with it.
Life goes on. Live and
learn.
Life goes
on. Prepare a little bit better for next year. Yeah. You're a 2-time defending state champion. Yeah. So you really just do what you've been doing. Yep.
Yep. Hey, and that they got that number 21 man, that running back.
Oh yeah.
That boy's a dog. They got several guys that can play. Don't get me wrong. Oh, yeah. But that number 21 is a game changer, and I'm excited to see where he goes and plays at the next level. And if he goes to play at the next level, he absolutely has the ability. I don't know about his head. I don't know anything about him, but the kid can flat out run that rock.
Every kid on South Oak Cliff has at least a 3.2.
Oh, wow.
And last year, everybody had at least a 3.5.
Wow.
That is crazy. And that goes back to one of my old sayings, give me the people good from the neck up.
Absolutely.
You can take the one because I can find a lot of guys can run and jump, but do they know 36Y, A blue?
Yeah.
36Y, A blue.
And can they stay disciplined enough to stay in their zone?
Yeah, and then if they do know the play, are they disciplined mentally enough to execute it?
Yeah.
So I'm one of those neck up guys.
Yeah, man. So unfortunately, Sock took that loss. Fortunately for PNG, Port Neches Grove, they won the state champion. They are now the 2023 Class 5A Division II state champions.
And Port Neches has been a powerhouse in football off and on for 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
Even back in my days, Port Neches was probably 3A, but they was making some noise.
Oh, yeah. But they said that this is the first state championship in like 50 years or something for them.
For Port
Since
Neches?
the 70s?
Yeah, well, see, like
Something
I said,
like
back in my day, but they been in the playoffs.
Yeah, they've been around.
They just haven't won it. So, Port Neches is no joke. It's neither South Oak Cliff and South Oak Cliff. All I can say is just,
hey, strap it on, get after it again next year, man.
To motivate you to get 3 out of 4.
Yeah,
Since you couldn't get 3 in a row. Now your goal is to get 3 out of 4.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to Sock myself. When I was a young buck, we lived right down the street from Sock on Marsalis. About a mile and a half, 2 miles down the road.
5 mile drive.
On 5 Mile Parkway, baby. Right by Ledbetter. But anyways, man, hey, great season, Sock, next year, man, go get it. If it means something to you like that, go get it, man.
Go get it.
Leave it out of the ref's hands. So moving on to the Duncanville Panthers, man, and the Galena Park North Shore High School. That was not close the entire game. Duncanville came out, I believe the message from both coaches from Duncanville and DeSoto was, don't leave this in the hands of the referee.
Absolutely.
Go out there and control your own destiny. And they did that. They jumped out early and fast.
Yeah, early and often.
Yeah.
They scored early.
Yeah.
And they scored often.
They scored often, man. So Duncanville has gone out, won another state championship, man. They got some studs on that squad. I'm sure we'll see several of those guys playing D1 football and, at the next level. So congratulations, Duncanville High School, on another state championship. You guys are the best in Class 5A Division 1.
No,
I'm sorry,
6A.
Class 6A Division 1. Sorry about that. But I can't say you're the best in the state because you lost to one DeSoto High School earlier this year.
Absolutely.
And DeSoto High School went out there, and again, another coach had to have that message, don't leave it in the referee's hands. These boys had 28 points up. It was still 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I think, if you were sitting there at the game and you turn your head, hey, Jay, they done scored.
I'm sitting there, I'm watching the game, and I'm doing something while I'm watching. I'm like, how they get the ball back so fast? How they score so fast? Yeah. And no onside kicks. It wasn't. I mean, these boys just went out there and dominated.
I pulled it up later, and I called myself gonna watch. Oh, I'm gonna watch the game.
Yeah.
So I go get a cup of ice water and a cookie.
Yeah.
And I come back and it scores 14-0. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought I was going to watch the game.
The game is over.
Yeah, by the time I sit down and turned around my head and said something to my wife, it was 28-0. I was like, no sense in watching this.
Humble Creek. This is a new school, right?
And I think
fairly new school.
From what I'm hearing, Humble Creek is in the same district with Galena Park North Shore.
So you had 4
teams from 2 different districts running the state of Texas.
In the whole state.
In the largest division.
Man.
I could see that maybe in 3A or 2A, but 6A?
Yeah, that's crazy. Humble Summer Creek, right? Humble Summer Creek. I never heard of the school. This is their first time in the Texas State Championship matchup, man, and they, they ran up against a doggone chainsaw, buzzsaw, man.
That was more than a buzzsaw.
Yeah, man.
That was something else there.
DeSoto's special. They got a special quarterback. They got some special players. They got a big 6'8", 380-pound old lineman making these kids.
Oh, he lost some weight. He was 400.
Oh, man. They had him at 380, 385.
But he's not ranked at his position.
Well, he must. I mean, he was making this 6'4" kid. Yeah. He was eating his lunch.
Oh, absolutely.
Eating his lunch, and I don't know how he's not ranked.
A lot of coaches didn't even put anybody over the top of it.
Really?
They just put him to the side.
Yeah.
Because you're wasting your. I don't care how big and strong you are at 280 or 270. I mean, guy weighed
400 pounds.
They probably got him at 385 China.
Yeah.
But he was at one point he was like 415 or something.
Wow, I believe it.
6'9".
I was looking at his cleats.
Like,
I was like, man, this boy here is busting out his cleats.
And when he played
Big
against
boy. Big boy.
and when he played against Duncanville,
Yeah.
he ran into the camera because they had a clip where they said he's unranked in his position. I mean, where he was blowing whoever got in front of him.
How does that happen?
And so
I wonder if it's grades. I don't know what it is. How can a kid that dominating, that big, that strong,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, not be ranked in this position?
His mobility is somewhat limited.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, they basically saying they got to see more.
Yeah.
But after he did to Duncanville what he did, he ran to the camera and said, y'all better rank me.
You know what I'm saying?
He said that on YouTube, y'all better rank me.
Hey, it ain't nothing better than a big, nasty O-lineman, man.
Oh, yeah.
Just big, massive dude with a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, if I can get 5 of them, bro, we're gonna do a lot of winning.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what
but you got to be able to move. I mean,
Yeah, you got to move.
But the only thing, but if he goes straight ahead, you can get behind him, and by the time everybody go around him, you got 4 or 5 yards. No, I'm just saying.
Straight up.
Because you're not going to go through him,
Yeah.
so you got to go around and then try to make the tackle.
Yeah, you get one of these smaller running backs, man. Yeah, he gonna get lost behind that big boy.
And his running backs,
tough on the defense.
every time they run, they jump up and hug him.
Yeah.
They showed that on the film, too.
Yeah.
They run to him on the sideline. Hey, big boy.
Yeah, man, because that boy, busting holes open.
Oh, yeah. And
looking like the Red Sea.
Just get in behind him. And you'll gain 5-6 yards just by osmosis.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But congratulations, DeSoto Eagles. Y'all been going hard since the 90s by our enhanced part days, But beautiful win, dominant fashion. I believe you set a state playoff championship record with 74 points.
Yeah, that shit.
Oof. Like that's insane, man.
That's ridiculous for a state championship game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it
just
is.
really is.
Yeah, they had freshmen. They had all kinds of people in the game towards the end of the game, but as needed. But at the end of the day, I appreciate you both, Duncanville and DeSoto, for taking up for Big Brother Sock. And what all that calamity that took place in that first game, man, that was horrible. I wish it didn't come down to calls. Anytime it's in the referee's hands, man,
sometimes
it's just never a good feeling.
Yeah, they had to throw a monkey wrench in that Metroplex dominance, man. They had to throw a monkey wrench.
Yeah, they did.
If they possibly could, they had to throw. And you might as well say Alito is now the Metro. Now, when you say Metroplex, not Dallas. When you say Metroplex, you got to really put Alito in there.
Absolutely.
You can get to Alito in 30 minutes down 20.
Absolutely. Because we got additional state champions, man. We got Alito. We got Anna High School Alito won the 5A Division I championship. Again, Sock lost Division II. Alito won Division I. Anna, Texas, right just north of McKinney. Is that north of? Yeah, just north of McKinney. They went out and won the 4A Division I state championship. We had a Malakoff. That's my pop's hometown.
Yeah, that's about 60 miles.
Yeah, man, right up there by
60 miles.
Athens. That's right down the road from us. But hey, that's true to my heart because that's where my grandpops grew up. My grandpops was a state championship basketball coach out there when segregation first cracked off. But I'm sorry, when integration first popped off.
And he had one in
segregation as well.
He had one in segregation and integration.
Yes,
yep,
sir. Straight up. So congratulations to the Malakoff Tigers out there. I got an old Malakoff Letterman jacket at the crib. And Gunner High School, man. That's another powerhouse that a lot of people are not aware of, just north of McKinney.
Yeah.
These boys, they are building a program out there.
And then we can't forget Parish Episcopal.
Oh, yeah.
Even though they're a private school.
Yep.
5 in a row.
Yeah.
And like I say, they in the last 2-3 years, they have beat Alito and Sock.
Yep.
So it's not like, they private school, they not that tough.
They get down. They get down. Parish Episcopal and Denton Argyle Liberty with Jason Witten out there head coaching. So all you state champions out there, man, north, south, no matter where you come from, it's Texas, baby. Congratulations to you. We just like to highlight the North Texas cats because that's where we are. That's where we dwell. So congratulations to those kids.
Nobody else has nearly as many champions as North Texas.
Not even close.
We just named, 7, 8?
Yeah.
No, that's 4 there. And that's not even counting.
That's 7. 7 with Duncanville, DeSoto,
And Episcopal.
and Episcopal 8 with Argyle Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then now,
and there's another one just east of here. I didn't want to put them on because they out past Cisco, and that ain't quite the Metroplex.
Yeah, that ain't quite the Metroplex.
It's still north. It's
we
still
can't
north,
claim them, but that's North Texas though.
Yeah, congratulations to you all, man. But we're gonna keep this train rolling. On to the NFL, man. What you think about them Cowboys and that performance? I mean, we called it. We did call it. We said this game will be won in the trenches.
Absolutely, and the weather got bad.
Yep, and the weather got bad.
The weather got bad, and
got cold quick. That sun went down fast.
And the Cowboys.
It was 4:30 by the time the game started out there.
And they left their heart in Dallas.
Yeah, they did.
Their heart was still in Dallas.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. So I mean, this is the thing, man. Like, I understand we undefeated, 15 straight wins at home, but a championship team has got to be able to go on the road and beat a good team on the road. I'm just saying, I'm not saying you got to win every game on the road.
Right.
But you got to win some. You can't lose like that.
Oh yeah, but this is the key to having a winning record. This has been in sports forever. You got to win your home games, and then you got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
Yeah,
that's how you have a winning record.
Yep.
And then now, if you can split with the teams on your level, now that's a different thing. But you got to win your home game, and you got to beat the people that you. In pro sports, there's no one you're supposed to beat because you're all are professional athletes. I mean, that's the fans saying that. But every player in the NFL will tell you that every week when I step on the field, I think we're gonna win.
Yeah, no doubt.
If you don't think you're gonna win, you better go. You need to be back in college. Now you don't even need to be playing.
Yeah, you don't need to be playing. You need to hang it up, man.
So so that deal and all that about Dallas beating teams that, and I got something. If you beat Dallas, you probably would have a winning record.
Yeah.
Like Seattle. If they had to beat Dallas, they would have a winning record right now.
No doubt. No doubt.
And Buffalo, if Dallas would have beat them, guess what? They wouldn't have had a winning record.
Yeah,
they would have been 7-7. And then the same narrative would have been spent. You ain't beat nobody with a winning record. But
how many yards they put up on us rushing? Like 250-something yards rushing? Like, I already knew, and this is why I called it out. Jonathan Hankins has been a force for us in that middle, right? And I'm not saying, I don't know. I don't know if he would have made much of a difference because it looked like they were attacking the edges in this game. That's where we've been dominating primarily the past 2 seasons on the edges.
Yeah, but they attacked the edges and they showed, number 33.
Oh, Clark?
Oh, he did the Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh,
he ran himself out the play. He took the inside route, and Cook, number 4, faked inside, went outside, and he went to the inside. He fell for that move 4 times.
Yeah.
The same player fell for the same move 4 times.
Yeah,
I mean, sometimes in pro football, or even in any sports, when you're a player, you're like, I'm not gonna let this guy beat me with the same thing over and over.
Man.
And he beat him over and over.
I saw my boy Clark get driven from his linebacker position to the goal line about 18 yards, and then he got pancaked.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And then he got pancaked. I was like, man, what's going down? And then number 14, the young kid, Bell.
Yeah.
They trying to bring him down to play linebacker. And my gosh, like that ain't gonna work. He too light in the pants.
He looked like a safety.
Yeah.
They were blowing.
Yeah.
And then
he too light in the britches, man.
And then my main 2 defensive players, I got to look to see if they're on the field. I had to look to see if Michael Parsons was on the field.
Yep.
I had to look to see if DeMarcus Lawrence was on the field.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't around the tackle.
They run right.
They wasn't getting on the quarterback. So, when you got to look and see if your 2 best players are on the field, that means they're not doing that.
I'm just trying to see what keys are we looking at, right? Because I saw a play, like you mentioned, where DeMarcus Lawrence was on the end. They ran away from him, right? And he runs to the block. His tackle pulled. If I see a tackle pull, my eyes are going straight to the backfield, and I'm kind of trailing him, slow pace. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking his position, and then I got my eyes to the quarterback, to the running back, right? And I'm kind of so I can go and make that play on the backside. His tackle pulled, and he's over there looking at the fullback. I'm like, bro, like, what are you doing?
They gone.
What keys are you reading right now? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The man in front of you going that way.
Yeah, and then Michael Parsons, he don't want no part of the run attack when it comes right at him. Like, he ain't trying to take on no blocks. He's not trying to clog nothing up. He's just eating it, just taking it.
Yeah, and to be an elite player, even on your bad days, you got to play decent. You got to be, you can't just be the invisible man on the field and then call yourself an elite player. Not saying that Michael Parsons is not elite, but I'm saying like this, it's been 3 or 4 games this year that I have questioned whether he was elite or not.
Yeah, and
most of the time, if you elite, you don't have to question that. Even in a loss, a blowout loss, you'd be like, because even if you see San Francisco get blown out, just say, oh, Joe Bosa did get he knocked the quarterback down a couple of times. He was just a step short.
Yeah.
No, but when you look over there and say, he's nowhere near the quarterback. He's nowhere near the tackle. He's not even in the play. You'd be like, what's going on? I don't care what scheme you're in. When you got players, when you want to be compared to elite players, if you want to be compared to T. Sizzle or Ray Lewis or Lawrence Taylor.
I was just about to say, they got all the Lawrence Taylor talking comparisons got to stop.
Yeah.
Because Lawrence Taylor ain't going. He's more than just pass rush.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
He's making
a
plays.
Complete player.
Yeah. He's trailing the running back. He's making plays off the backside. Like he's a complete player. Yeah. Micah, I gotta see that up out of you, bro.
I gotta see some Khalil Mack and some Von Miller type play from you, and I just don't see it. I just don't.
We haven't seen it recently. You know what I'm saying?
You sometimes and really dominate the weaker opponents.
Yeah.
But then the people that play you strong, you know where to be found.
Yeah, we want to see you hit somebody in the mouth,
and
break down the play. You don't even got to make a tackle. If you just, hit that lead blocker and clog up the hole and let your other guys come and make a play.
In the mix.
But we don't see that. You getting driven off the ball, man.
We don't see you in the play.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, and what? Josh Allen had 96 or something yards passing or something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, let me go back and check check the stats.
It wasn't like he was. It was mostly running.
Yeah, exactly.
They rushed for over 200 yards.
They ran the heck out of the football, man, and right at us. And that is the most. If your defense and the offense can just pound the run at you, that's like one of the most deflating.
But every game that we have lost, that Dallas has lost, looked very similar.
Yeah.
St. Louis ran the ball down your throat.
Arizona ran the ball down your throat.
I mean, not St. Louis, Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona Cardinals. I keep saying want to say St. Louis. That go way back.
And that's baseball too, though.
It used to be a St. Louis Cardinal football team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they moved to Arizona. But
Josh Allen was 7 for 15 for 94 yards.
And you lost the game.
You mean to tell me we going into Buffalo? If I'd have told you on Thursday Josh Allen's throwing for 94 yards,
I'm gonna throw up the V. I'm gonna say
that's a win all day long, right?
That's what I would think.
You would think.
But if you'd have told me what did Buffalo rush for 200?
They ran for 266 yards.
Josh, he didn't have to throw.
He didn't have to throw. But we already knew this coming into this game.
266 and 90, that's 350 yards total offense. That's a nice day at the game.
Yeah. Hey, if I'm Miami, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at what Buffalo just did. I'm going to let Tyreek Hill rest another week. I might let him suit up just so he can be a decoy, but obviously they showed they didn't need him last week. Right?
Absolutely.
And I'm running right at these boys, man. Like straight up, until they show me they can stop it, I'm running right at Mozzie Smith. I'm running right at our D-line, like, period, man.
Yeah, at any one of them. I'll run right at Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
I'll run right at DeMarcus Lawrence.
All of them.
Because I haven't anyone show that they can stop the run.
Josh Allen threw for 94 yards, huh?
94 yards, man.
He didn't crack 100. And they beat the brakes off of us.
Yeah.
This wasn't a close game.
If you'd have told me 94 yards from Josh Allen, I'd be like, okay, if he got 94 yards, he probably got 2 interceptions and maybe a fumble.
Exactly.
Or he got 1 interception and a fumble.
Exactly.
So we're going to win the game.
But that was on our side. And then on the flip side of things, like, Tony Pollard was running the ball well. He averaged 4.7 yards a carry.
But he only had what?
11 carries. Yeah. And Dak 21 for 34 for 134 yards. Like, bro, we had no offense in that game. Time of possession, they dominated.
21
right?
For 134 yards.
Yeah.
You're talking about that's like 6 yards of completion.
If that, yeah.
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 6 times 21
Yeah,
is 120.
Yeah.
And the one 120. So come on, man.
Yeah, man. They tripping. They tripped out this past weekend, but we do have Miami this week, right? We got to put that game behind us.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe that's who we are. I think a lot of factors, excuses, man. A lot of excuses, right?
Yeah.
There's never a reason for not being ready to play the game of football, man. You know what it is.
There's never a reason for not being ready to compete when it's time, when the whistle blows.
Yeah.
Or the gun go off or whatever you
know it's Buffalo. You know it's cold. You know they're going to have that run game. You know what's coming at you. They got a good defense. You know what is going on.
Oh,
but we
absolutely.
couldn't get anything started. But like I said, we got to move past it.
And that's what I say you got. That's why I say you got to keep an even keel.
Yeah.
You can't get, especially regular season, you can't get too high. You can't get too low. And what you can't do is listen to all the hype, all the baloney and all that, man. You just got to keep your wits about you, know what you got to do.
Yeah, chill out with the Super Bowl talk, man. Let's get back focused and refocused, right? Ain't no reason to be down. It is what it is. It's a bad game. Everybody got a bad day.
7-8 games away, even if you could win.
Yeah.
So all we can do, and a couple of players said it, we can't talk about that. We got to talk about Miami.
Exactly. That's it. Focus
Focus
on what's in front of you right now.
And you can't think about the Commanders.
Yeah.
You got to
lock in on what's in front of you right now, man. Because, Miami, which is a very good football team, obviously, right? They're ahead of us in the power rankings, obviously. Tua's healthier this year, playing much better football. Their O-line is blocking much better. I heard Louis Riddick talking about how they've been just dominating the line of scrimmage, right, with the run game.
And that's bad. And that's bad for the Cowboys.
Exactly.
If they dominate the line of scrimmage, that's bad for the Cowboys because that's why we get beat every time we lose. And you can't say, they just roasted to secondary. But if they roasted the secondary, it's because there's no pressure on the passer.
Yeah. And they got, they got a young head coach, innovative offense. He's got Mostert, who he coached out there in San Francisco, right? He's got a young running back by the name of A-Chain. They got speed all over the field, right? Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, right? These guys can go and get it.
They can go.
And they got a defense that don't play no games either, man. So it's going to be a tough battle.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game.
It'll be a little warmer. It might be wet.
It'll be warmer. Might be wet. And does the Dolphins play? Do they play on grass or turf?
They play on grass, I believe.
Feel going to be a little slow and wet.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's advantage us. Anything to slow them down, because they them boys go.
Well, we supposedly, that's what they say, we got a fast team.
Yeah, we do. But I don't know if we got that Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle out there, man. Them boys get it. Them boys, it ain't track speed like you say, but them boys go with the pads on.
Ran some college track, so he actually got some pretty good speed.
Yeah. So who do you predict wins this game this weekend? Right? Well, are we looking at possibly Cowboys losing 2 games in a row and not taking advantage of what they've been gifted from Philly?
Giving them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to say it like this. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. Man, I've been going to Dallas Cowboy games ever since they win the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
Way back then. So, it's going to be a tough game. But I'm gonna call the Cowboys.
I'm gonna call it the Cowboys too, man.
Yeah,
I don't think that I think we're a better football team than what we showed last week. I think we're better than Buffalo, even though we got.
Oh, y'all think we're a better team than Buffalo?
I think they caught us on a bad game.
They caught us on
a bad game.
On that any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday,
any given
exactly.
Sunday, somebody can beat somebody else.
And they was, it's 2 different mentalities going into that. They fighting for their life.
And
right?
then
we lost and still made the playoffs.
And this is the thing that. When you hear them talk about Dallas, there's only one 11-3 team.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 3 10-4 teams.
It's two 11-3 teams.
And the Ravens.
And the Ravens.
Yeah. 2. And then everybody else is, then you got 3 10-4?
Yep.
And then everybody else is 86?
This is, I think there's only 4 teams in the NFC that have an above 500 record.
Yeah. And it's only about 6 in the AFC.
Only 4 teams in the whole NFC above 500. That is insane.
Yeah.
insane. But we control our own destiny. You know, we already have our playoff spot. Now it's a matter of seeding and where we'll end up there. So I'd love to win out or
pretty much
be in that 5th seed to where we can avoid San Francisco, you know, until the championship game. So them boys are rolling. I don't want no part of them right now, but we gonna move on from them Cowboys. Oh, yeah. I do see the Cowboys winning this game.
Oh yeah, they you know, like I said, when the season started, I said the Cowboys are gonna be 13-4, 14-3.
Yeah,
it looked like we already got the 4 losses, so
yeah.
Hopefully we won't be
tighten up,
13.
Boys.
I mean, hopefully we won't be 12-5.
Tighten up, tighten up is all I got to say, man.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, more games over the weekend. I don't know if you saw, but Baker Mayfield went in Lambeau Field. He had a perfect passer rating, threw 4 touchdowns in that game against the Green Bay Packers, beat them in Lambeau. That don't happen.
Well, you know, Baker is capable of doing that, man.
Oh yeah.
Baker,
he the first one to put Cleveland back on the map.
Yeah, if he's on, and I think that Cleveland, you know,
I already told you what I think about Cleveland.
They kind of moved on from him a little too fast. I mean,
I think so too.
I understand you wanted Deshaun Watson, but you didn't give Baker a fair shot.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I don't really think so. And Baker, he got 2 receivers down there, man.
Yeah.
And this is the one thing about Baker. Baker can throw it and they can go get it.
Oh yeah. And Baker's a lot more athletic. I mean, Baker used to be running quarterback in college.
Oh yeah. Well,
tossing that thing around, man. But boy threw for 381 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah.
158.3 passer rating in Lambeau in December. That don't happen. Mike Evans,
you know, quiet as it's kept, Mike Evans is the first receiver to get 1,000 yards his first 10 years in the league.
Yeah.
Nobody did that. Not Jerry Rice, not Randy Moss, not Tim Brown, not
Antonio Brown.
None of those.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Mike Evans did it.
Yeah, but Chris Godwin is his guy.
Oh, yeah.
10 catches, 155 yards.
Oh, yeah.
2 years after the knee injury. That injury he had in the playoffs. Remember that? Yeah, Chris Godwin ain't nothing to play with neither.
And Evans for about 3 years in a row now, they both had 1,000 yards till he got hurt.
Yeah.
Till Godwin got hurt, and now Godwin looks like he's back and ready to roll.
Hey, you know, it usually takes about 2 seasons. You know, that first season back is like,
and then halfway through the second year, you'll be like, man, all of a sudden you'll do something, and you'll be like, oh, I can do that again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, all the resistance goes away. Like you start to believe in yourself again.
Yeah,
man.
I don't think Baker is as bad as they make him out to be. I'm gonna say that.
Oh, I agree. Baker Mayfield, you sooner, baby.
Oh yeah.
How about it? But also, talking about that gift earlier, the Philadelphia Eagles went out there and took an L to the Seattle Seahawks. Man, that's 3 losses in a row. They lost 28-16, right? I think this is. Did they sign Jalen Hurts to a big contract too soon?
No.
What is it?
It's
he hadn't been playing well.
Well, the whole team hadn't been playing well.
Yeah.
The defense was playing lights out early in the year, and when Dallas played them, Dallas ran on them, threw on them. They did what they wanted to. So, you know, usually all that stuff go together. When one person's just like Dallas the other day, nobody looked like they wanted to play. So it seems like now when teams go bad, the whole team go bad, not just 1 or 2 people. So,
yeah, no doubt.
So I'm like, I would still say Philadelphia is probably one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the league right now.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Man, they look down. They look real down right now.
Yeah, they look bad right now, but were they at home or were they in Seattle?
Yeah, they were in Seattle. That's another thing. Yeah. I'm sorry, it was 20-17. I gave it the wrong score a second ago.
If they would have been in Philadelphia, it'd probably been a little bit different, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, no, I'm not going to say that Philadelphia. I mean, this is the whole thing. If you don't sign Jalen Hurts to a contract, you're going to be looking for a quarterback for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, no doubt.
Just like San Francisco. I keep saying this. I need one of San Francisco quarterbacks to do something for 3 years before I can really believe it. I mean, because they done had so many guys. 4 years ago, Jimmy G was the man.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he wasn't anymore.
Yeah.
And before that, it was you know, they done had Alex Smith, they done had Colin Kaepernick, Jimmy G, and somebody else I'm leaving out. And, you know, and I'm not hating on Prudy, but
Jeff Garcia.
I'm not one of the, I'm not, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of these guys, you know, to see these guys play 6 or 8 or 10 games and then say, oh, this guy, he's the next. No, I need to see this from him because I will say this, Jalen Hurts has given me at least 3 good years of body of work.
Oh, yeah,
you
no
know,
doubt.
These other guys.
Well,
you know.
this is the thing, right? So his legs are hurt right now.
Yeah.
Right? His knees hurt. Daniel Jones threw for more passing touchdowns in his rookie season than Jalen Hurts ever has in one season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So that's just like Dak, right? The past couple years after he broke his leg, he was a little bit, unsure of running, right?
Yeah,
didn't want to run, wasn't taking off. And now that he's brought that back to his game, he's a weapon again, right?
Yeah.
So when you take that away from Jalen Hurts, he's not Peyton Manning.
Yeah, no.
He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not going to sit in that pocket and pick you apart, right?
But this is the thing. Damon Jones done throw a lot of touchdowns, but they did not equate to wins.
Yeah, no doubt.
So it doesn't matter. If it don't equate to wins, you can have all the stats you want to, but if it don't equate to wins, this is just me. You're not that good.
Yeah.
Because Sunday, me and you was watching the game together Sunday, and after you left, I laughed so hard because when I was looking at the game, I'm gonna call him Sunshine.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
Hawk don't like that name.
He was getting all the accolades, but they were losing the game.
Yeah, no doubt.
They kept telling me
they lost the game, didn't they?
Yeah. Chris Collinworth and whoever else was in the booth with him, they kept putting up Trevor Lawrence stats. He did this, he did that. And they were losing the game.
That's like a boxing match.
Yeah.
That's why Floyd Mayweather don't like a lot of those announcers, because whatever they're calling, it kind of sways your opinion to make you think that they're winning the fight.
Yeah, because if you would have just listened to if the game would have been on the radio and you couldn't hear the score, you would have thought that
Jacksonville was
winning, because they kept telling me how good Trevor Lawrence was. And I kept looking at the score, and I'm like,
what is going on right now? Yeah.
Why is he, if he's so good,
why they losing?
Why they losing?
Yeah.
You know, they kept saying, oh, Lamar, he's athletic, he did this, he did that. But then after Lamar spin around out of somebody's arms, run to the left, run to the right. But when he did throw, it was a dime.
Exactly. That's the thing.
They never said that.
Has your opinion of Lamar changed?
No.
Straight up?
No,
man, Lamar, man, he's solid,
Lamar's a good quarterback.
He's solid, man.
But, he's solid. He's solid.
I'd love to have him over any other quarterback in the league.
Oh, no.
Other than Pat Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Other than them two, I'd take Lamar. And even with those two, I'd take Lamar. That kid, he throws dimes. He's an underrated passer, and nobody can match his athleticism.
Yeah.
Period. Makes good decisions. He don't throw a lot of interceptions.
Yeah. I never said Lamar wasn't good, but I'm saying to transplant all I'm saying is just like I always say, these guys are as good as their teammate.
Yeah.
Lamar, I would say this.
That boy a dog.
As an overall teammates, I would say Lamar has better teammates than Dak Prescott.
You think so? You talking about on the defense?
It doesn't matter. Overall.
On the offense.
When you say overall, I think Lamar's defense is better than Dak's. I think his line.
Oh, his O-line probably is.
It's better than, so but
Tight
to say
end.
that you could transplant him, see, I'm not saying Lamar is not good, but to say you can transplant him in Dallas and he would do more with these teammates than Dak Prescott.
I think we got better receivers.
Sure.
I think we got better receivers down here. I think they got a better tight end than we do. They got decent running backs. Our backfield's about the same, right? Gus Edwards is an underrated guy. Yeah. And they got a small guy, quick guy, Mitchell. They got some speed on him. But I mean, there's nothing special about his running back.
I would say we have CD Lamb is better than any
Zay
receiver
Flowers,
there.
Yep, better than Zay
But
Flowers.
I would not necessarily say
Beckham.
our other receivers are better than anybody
True.
else.
Well, Brandon Cooks is solid.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks is solid, but
he'll go across that middle. Yeah, they got some guys.
Solid guys.
Yeah, they got
solid,
Bateman.
you know.
Yeah, they
But
got some guys.
But overall, I would venture to say that his overall teammates is a little bit better than Dak Prescott.
I don't know. I think Lamar elevates that team to a whole nother level. Tyler Huntley, he's a solid quarterback, and he doesn't have the effects that Lamar has on that team.
Yeah.
Lamar's an X factor, man. That guy there is just a dog.
And then the team is designed for Lamar. It's not, you know.
For sure.
But you know, I would venture to say that Lamar probably has a little bit better than teammates than Dak do.
Yeah.
And I would say Brock Purdy definitely has better teammates.
Oh, Brock, that team is stacked.
And then who else?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow got better receivers.
Yeah.
Them boys is.
They get it. The O-line ain't better than ours, but they got some guys.
They receive. I mean, first off, CD is a very good receiver, but I don't think he's Jamar Chase.
No, he's not. He's not. That's what I was saying. To me, CD is a top 10 receiver.
Yeah, top 10. You said top 5. What time you said top 5?
Well, I mean, arguably he's top 5 to me. You know, it's hard for me to come up with 5 guys better than CD Lamb, especially with that ball in their hands, right? And he's a solid route runner, but it's hard for me to come up with 5 guys. Now, what I was going to say a second ago, right, in that Seattle versus Philly game, right, the top 2 receivers on that team, on those teams, they're both better than CD Lamb.
Brown and Metcalf.
And they were also college teammates at Ole Miss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, how do you not dominate NCAA?
Yeah, how do you not even win? I don't understand.
With those 2 guys
Ole Miss over the last few years has
put out some guys.
Put out probably more, not over the long haul, but over the last 6-7 years, they put out better receivers than Alabama. Ole Miss has.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Not overall. Yeah. Now, when you go all the way back to Julio Jones and them, I'm talking about over the last
5-6 years.
Ole Miss probably put more better receivers than anybody in the league.
Those 2 alone. Those 2 alone, you know. Yeah,
and then I would say those 2, and then I would say it's quite naturally Tyreek Hill. Yeah. And then you got Jamar Chase, and then you got Allen down there in San Diego, man. I mean, you know.
Yeah, he's been solid for a long time.
Then you come in now, CD can squeak at it.
Yeah.
Well, I would say CD's in the top 10.
Yeah.
But the top 5, you know.
I mean, arguably. That's why I say arguably top 5. You can argue that point, but he's not the top
guys I
number
just
1.
named, Allen down there in San Diego, Tyreek Hill.
I can't even say Allen just yet, but I will say
Allen been doing it, man.
He's been doing it for a long time.
He's been doing it longer than CD and better.
You're right.
You know, and even this year, Allen he's up in the top in touchdown yards and receptions.
Yeah.
You know, and so is CD. This is CD's. See, this is the whole thing. Me. A guy did something 1 year, and a guy that did something 4 years. I can't put that guy over that guy.
Consistency is everything.
Yeah, consistency. I mean, now if CD
that's
come
where
back,
the money's made.
Yeah, CD come back next year and produce what he's doing this year. Now I might can move you up a little bit.
Yeah.
But Metcalf, Tyreek Hill, Allen, and even Jamar Chase ain't been in the league that long, but these boys been doing it from day one.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, CD kind of built himself up.
Yeah.
Now, if he produced this a couple of years, he up there with him.
He also a product of his quarterback, but Dak's been having a better year, but he hadn't had this year in previous years. But speaking of LA Chargers and Allen, they got the doors blown off of them by the Las Vegas Raiders last week, 63-21.
Allen wasn't that good.
And he wasn't that good that day. And I tell you what, hey, this man's job, they've been calling for his neck for a long time, and finally they relieved him of his duties.
Oh, right? They got rid of him?
Yeah. The head coach and the GM are no longer, in San Diego. They actually just elevated a black GM. I forget his name. He's got a very different name, one that I should have remembered, but I don't know it. But Brandon Staley has been relieved of his duties, man.
You always hear how talented
San Diego is.
LA Chargers.
Oh, I'm sorry, LA Chargers, yeah.
I mean, because I said San Diego a while ago, I had to catch myself.
Yeah.
I mean, you always hear how talented their roster is. Justin Herbert he's one of the top 4 or 5 quarterbacks in the league. You know, you got Allen, this and that, but it don't equate to win, so it's got to be the coach.
Yeah, you got the running backs, you got the
receivers, you got the
defense is nasty.
You got the quarterback, but you're not winning, so it's got to be the coach.
Yeah, what's the linebacker you named a little while ago that plays for the Chargers now? Played with the Bears.
Khalil Mack.
Yeah, Khalil Mack. You know, they got Khalil Mack. They got Bosa. They got my other guy, man. They got some dogs on their defense, man.
But they don't win.
The team is set for a solid coach to come in there and get a good job done.
Good coach coming out.
Man. Yeah, I'd love to have them parts, like straight up. But he's been relieved of his duties, man. A lot of people are happy about it, man. It's unfortunate. Never want to see anybody get fired, but hey, if you ain't doing your job, especially around Christmas time, man, like, dang, bro, like, that's tough. But it is what it is, man. You go out there and put on that type of showing on a Thursday night, bro, like, your team quit on you, bro. Yeah. Like, you've lost your team, like, period, point blank. Like, that's it. So, with that being said, we're going to move on, man. Look at the power rankings for this week. I think it is adequate, right? You know, those 1, 2, and 3 spots, those 3, 4, and 5 spots are suspect. You know what I mean? Those are forever going to be shifting, but those 1 and 2, I think San Francisco and Baltimore got a strong hold.
I mean, I could even go with the Dolphins at 3. But
Detroit and Kansas City?
Detroit and Kansas City. I
got to keep Kansas City in there just because of the Pat Mahomes effect. They're not playing good football right now, but it just takes a hot streak, man. Those guys are figuring something out.
Pat Mahomes is
missing Eric Bieniemy.
Patrick Mahomes is showing his true colors this year. Yeah. I don't know if you saw him Sunday. He threw his helmet and pouted like a little.
Oh yeah.
12-year-old cheerleader.
Boy Scout or something.
Yeah, no, not even a Boy Scout, 12-year-old cheerleader. I mean, you know, come on, Pat. You know, because this is the thing now. I know it's frustrating. You know, he threw the pass and it bounced off the guy's hand and then they intercepted it, right?
Yeah.
And he went to the first thing he did, he stared the guy down. Like, man, what you doing?
Yeah.
And then he went to the sideline, threw his helmet, sit on the bench, pouting. Okay. But
some people call that leadership.
I don't call
passion.
I don't call that leadership. I call that pouting.
Pouting.
But this is the whole thing. Now, was it a series or 2 series before that? He threw an interception right to the guy.
Yeah.
Right to the guy.
Yeah.
Nobody stared him down. Nobody threw a helmet. Everybody went to the sideline and like, let's go back and do it again.
Keep the party rolling.
I need you to do the same thing, Pat.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, because that's kind of, because I like Pat.
Yeah.
I do. But these last couple of weeks, you know, I'm going to call, you know, like they say, call a spade a spade. I'm going to call a sissy a sissy. Yeah. You're acting like a little sissy.
So tell me this, how much of an effect did Eric Bieniemy have on this offense?
He had more than they thought.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they won the Super Bowl last year without Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
They don't look the same anymore.
Not even close. And they're missing with Juju Smith-Schuster, I think, is the only receiver that didn't come back.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's that impactful of a player.
No.
But he's a consistent receiver.
Yeah, he's a good receiver. But this is the thing. They said his coaching style is old school. And I said, y'all had to realize I'm old. When I say they act like a little sissy, it has nothing to do with you acting. Let me change that. You acting soft as Sherman.
Soft.
Soft. Let me change my words.
You see that clip of when old buddy was had Mike Tyson on the podcast, and he was like, I don't understand how it was Mike Tyson and somebody else, and he was like, 2 of the most vicious guys, like, and I'm paraphrasing, can be so soft. When he said that, like, he said that to Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson's whole demeanor changed. He wanted to kill that dude right then and there. He didn't care about who was in the studio. Everything got real uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
Soft is the last thing you want to be called.
Soft, yeah. And he's acting real soft.
Absolutely.
He's taking what other people do. You know, nobody says nothing.
Yeah.
You know, Pat Mahomes got about 10, 11 interceptions. He threw quite a bit of interceptions this year.
Yeah.
You know,
it's been a different game for him.
Yeah, so, you know, nobody says anything when you make a mistake, Pat.
Yeah.
So don't say nothing when somebody else makes one.
And
go over there, sit down, and tell the guy, okay, I'm coming right back to you, man. You got to get your head on right because I got to throw to you again.
Yeah.
But to stand down, throw your helmet, probably like a little girl, the dude looked at him like, man, for real?
What's going down? Yeah, man. So it's a copycat league.
Yeah.
Defenses have made adjustments. They know to double Travis Kelce and take him out of the game. And now it's your time to make your next move. Who's your next guy going to be? I know you would like it to be Kadarius Toney. I don't know if he's mature enough, that neck up stuff. I don't know if he's got that. He's got everything from the neck down. But that neck up, he ain't there mentally right now. Hopefully he gets there because he's a very talented young buck. But we'll see what happens there. But I want to see you. I want to see your next chess move, right?
Yeah.
I want to see what play you come up with and cut out all the foolishness, Pat.
Cut out all the foolishness.
Period.
Put the team on your shoulders and carry them, Pat. That's what I want to see you do. Because that's what they say you do.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, me personally, I would have had the Cleveland Browns in this top 5 power rankings.
Yeah,
but again, I think this is based off of record.
Yeah, I would have had Buffalo in there.
I can't get Buffalo. They
Buffalo
got 7.
beat Kansas City and Dallas.
Yeah, they did.
Back to back.
Back to back. He beat two. Yeah,
they could have been in there. I'd rather, because right now I'm just like this. Detroit got a pretty decent record.
Don't nobody believe in Detroit though.
95.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
they got the same record. Kansas City got 95.
Yeah, don't nobody believe in Detroit though.
Don't nobody believe in Detroit.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, but they got the same record. Kansas City.
Yeah.
You still believe in Kansas City, but you got Pat Mahomes, and I'll give Pat Mahomes is the best quarterback probably in the NFL, but he can't carry a team by himself.
No doubt.
You know. So they need to quit saying that, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he's
Pat Mahomes can't carry no team by himself.
He's a special player.
And now Brock Purdy, he's the Purdy, however you say his name, he's the front runner for the MVP.
Yeah, Detroit's 10-4. They're 10-4. Same record as the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but Detroit is kind of like the Cowboys. When they look good, they look good.
Every time
they get smashed, they get smashed.
Man,
so I can't really say. I guess Detroit 10-4. Now Kansas City is 9-5, right?
Kansas City is they are 9-5.
Yeah,
but they are also the Super Bowl champions.
Yeah,
and you got to give them benefit of the doubt.
Oh yeah, I got to give them. Yeah, so I ain't mad at. I mean, because if you take out besides those 5, they're the only other team you could put in there is the Cowboys.
No doubt. Well, Cleveland Browns. I keep telling y'all.
Cleveland Browns 95.
Yeah.
So
I keep telling y'all that's my sleeper team for the Super Bowl in the AFC.
Everything goes on record until it comes to certain teams.
Yeah,
you know,
no doubt.
all those other teams are going on record till it comes to Kansas City. That's because they the defending Super Bowl champion and they got Pat Mahomes. And if Dallas and Kansas City played, I don't think Kansas City is better than Dallas right now.
I don't either.
I mean, but you know, that's just just like whoever did this, that's just their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't know what they're basing it on.
Yeah. Well, I know we had a late start, but hey, we got to take a little break real quick, and we'll be back here shortly. We are back, man. 2-2, like my boy Chuck Woolery used to say. But yeah, man. Wondering why we got our sunglasses on. What'd you say, Because our future's so bright.
Future's so bright, man.
Had to put these shades on, baby. But yeah, man. So that's it with the NFL Power Rankings. We're gonna keep this thing moving, man. And the Noonish Fantasy Football League. Oh my gosh. I tell you what. Hey, Christiana took a win over Jonas, right? I think Jonas, had he made some adjustments while he was on his cruise a little earlier in the week, last week, he'd have beat Christiana because he had a couple guys on the bench that he should have played and a couple people that were out. And he, didn't lose by much. I know we don't see scores here. I don't know where the scores are. They should have been up there. But also, I took a loss to Mark, man. Coming into Sunday, I was down by 10. Hopeful because I had A.J. Brown going against a kicker. Kicker made 2 field goals. A.J. didn't do a dang thing. I think he had 4 catches on the day, man. So sick right now, man. Yeah. So everybody here, Unc, myself, well, John is typically here. We're all out of this thing at this point. Our championship game will be played between MC and Christiana Yebra. Christiana might win this thing, man. Christiana got a good chance of winning this thing.
Yeah, Mark started off slow.
Bro, Mark beat me 3 times. Mark beat me 3 times this year. Yeah. And, I didn't take too many L's, but he beat me 3 times this season.
Mark at home chilling,
you know what I'm saying?
Ready for some things.
He's like, man, what is going down? But it is all good, man. We shall see who will come out on top this weekend. Christiana, good luck to you. Mark, good luck to you as well. I don't have a dog in this fight right here. I guess I got Mark because Christiana, I just don't want you to win. You came here talking smack.
I'm pulling for you, Christiana.
Yeah, at this point, you backing everything you said up, so I can't help but to go for you at this point,
Can't be
man.
mad at you. You said it, you did it.
So if you win it, we gonna have to do something special for you. But good luck to you this weekend. And unfortunately, I got to call it out. You took some L's in your other leagues, but you're winning this one. So, God dog, I can't believe it. We're going to keep this thing moving. NCAA news, man. News this week, Mr. Travis Hunter became the first ever consensus All-American at the University of Colorado. Congratulations to you, Mr. Hunter. You had a heck of a season. Yeah, the first ever to make consensus All-American at University of Colorado.
So what does that mean exactly?
I have no idea. Consensus, I think there's a few different groups that pick All-American that create this consensus All-American.
I guess they all picked him, so that means that everybody picked you.
Because he didn't make the ESPN All-American team, but he made the consensus.
Because Colorado has some...
Cordell Stewart, Rashawn Salam, they've had some Heisman winners.
Yeah, they didn't have some dudes.
Yeah. But this is the first to ever be a consensus All-American for the University of Colorado.
And all of them did way more than Travis Hunter did.
Yeah, that was news to me too.
But he's a consensus all-purpose.
All-purpose, yeah.
He don't have a position.
Yeah. And he's probably one of the top 5 at both positions that he plays, at cornerback and receiver. The kid had a special season.
He's definitely good.
He missed 3 games.
Yeah.
And still got All-American? That says a lot.
And
he showed up in the big moments against the big teams, made big plays.
Oh, yeah.
When his number was called on, he scored touchdowns, made big stops, big interceptions. So, hey, that's why he's got that award. And he was...
when Dion told Ocho Cinco and Unc, a.k.a. Shannon Shaw, that he was not going to the NFL. He says he loved, and I think he do. I think he do because he said that he loved college. Travis? He loved the coaching.
Yeah.
He loved the recruiting process.
Yeah.
And he just named everything he loved. And this goes back to being a good talker. You can talk all you want to in professional football. It's not going to help you at all.
Yeah, no doubt.
But when you go sit down in somebody's living room and you can talk to their mom and daddy, and you're a good talker like Dion, and you can talk to those kids, you can talk a lot of people in that come to Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know how many free agents you're going to get as a professional coach.
Yeah,
and I
no
said
doubt.
before that I don't think that his magic wouldn't be in
NFL.
professional
No,
sports.
I don't think
No,
Deion
his
wants.
magic won't work there.
I don't think Deion want any part of the NFL. Quite honestly,
no.
And
Because
I can't blame him for that neither.
And then the way Deion is, those grown men don't want to hear that.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Because they got, you know,
I mean,
they
the kids got a shorter attention span than the grown men, so you know, I'm pleasantly surprised to see how they are staying in tune and his voice isn't becoming numb to them.
No, because young men are way more impressionable than a grown man.
Yeah, no doubt.
And Deion is he's a player. He could put an impression on somebody. So yeah, I understand how his worth in college football is way more than it would be in pro football.
Yeah, no doubt. And man, it's just a matter of if Colorado can keep him there, really.
Yeah.
Because Deion he's doing a heck of a job. I'm curious to see how the recruiting process is going to finish out with the transfer portal as well as national signing days and things like that. Colorado's got a bright future, man.
Yeah, they got a couple of actually was that guy named Jay his initial is JS.
The tackle out of IMG. Yeah.
And I seen him, this is the honest truth. I seen him, I don't know if he was signing an early letter or what he was doing, but anyway, he was sitting there and he had a JS on a necklace around his neck, and the JS was red and blue.
Yeah.
And I was like, is he finna go to Jackson State?
Yeah.
But that was his initials.
Yeah.
Signed with Colorado. I mean, he put the Colorado hat on and all that.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of, and every time somebody transfer away from Colorado, they put it all over YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, Deion lost another transfer. Nick Saban done lost some transfers.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Georgia had 10 dudes leave last week.
Yeah, but
and like 4 5-stars went up out of Georgia last week.
But it wasn't all over YouTube and the internet.
I mean,
because you know how they want to sell this narrative that, Deion magic is not working. Oh yeah, Deion gonna have magic with the kids, and this is the whole thing. If I had a son, I'm not even no super Deion lover. I'm not no super Deion hater. But if I had a son, I'd tell him, boy, you better go to Colorado. You got
right now.
It don't have nothing to do with Deion, because this is what I do know.
Yeah.
If you good, Deion gonna look out for you, and they're gonna make you a millionaire.
Absolutely.
You'll be a millionaire by the time you're a sophomore.
It's gonna pay off.
You'll be a millionaire by the time you're a sophomore in college.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna pay off.
Because he got 5 or 6 of them down there right on his team now that's millionaire, and they still got some eligibility left.
Yep. Hey.
So
I'm going to play with Colorado if I'm coming out of high school.
Oh yeah,
like, straight up.
And
they would absolutely want me too.
Yeah, and if you got any, and if they want you, and you have the ability where you think you can play on a Power 5 school, man, I would go to Colorado over anybody.
With the quickness.
Because this is the first thing I do know, that if I go there and I make a name for myself, even if I hurt my knee my junior, senior year, don't go pro, guess what? I already got $4 or $5 million.
Yep. Straight up. So that's a good move for any of you high schoolers out there looking to go to school.
So if you got a chance, you better try to go to Colorado.
If they want you,
no matter
get
what
out
they
there.
say about Deion.
Yeah, man. But congratulations to you, Travis Hunter. That's a huge accomplishment, man. So moving on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
You got the Zay Green watch, man. So Zay went out, beat University of Arkansas. We talking about Arkansas Pine Bluff. We talked about this last week. But in doing so, she scored her 1,000th point of her career in college.
Oh yeah, that's wonderful. And the way Zay is playing, she on her way to the WNBA.
Oh, absolutely. They've got the scouts of the game.
WNBA.
The GMs have been calling her and things like that. So she's well on her way, man. Y'all keep looking out for Zay. She plays tomorrow at noon. I forget who she's playing. I think Ole Miss. She might be playing against Ole Miss tomorrow at noon.
And they have they'll be 2 D1 schools already.
Oh yeah,
SMU and the University of Arkansas.
Yes.
And most of the time, the talent disparity between D1 and D2 and HBCUs is huge.
It's vastly, it's a huge gap.
But this young lady here, she closed that gap all by herself.
When you got a baller out there, now I don't know if y'all saw the plays that she made right here, but that crossover, then that, let's look at the crossover. Got her. She gone.
Oh yeah.
She gone. She like, oh. She get picked by that screen. Bam, hit that hip. Then Zay, watch this right here. It's some Kyrie stuff. Let me go and get that ball out here. step back, pure shot. Look at that follow through. Her skill level is undeniable.
Oh, yeah. And when she let that ball go, you see her hands at 12 o'clock.
She got that MJ.
Got that 12 o'clock straight up. And at most, when you let it go, you don't want it no further than 1 o'clock. You don't want to be way over here at 3 o'clock. Whenever you see somebody hand like that, they're going to miss the shot.
Yeah. Yeah, and they feet going the other way.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But there's a straight up at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, man. Well, y'all check out Zay tomorrow, man. She going in this season.
We're going to keep watching all year. Arkansas.
Yeah, UAPB, baby.
I got 2 nieces down there. You got a couple of cousins down there.
Hey.
They're not with Zay, but they're doing some things. They're doing some other things.
Keep it up. Keep
Great
it up.
Positive things.
Keep it up.
HBCU.
In the house, baby. So, we know that Shohei signed for $700 million with the Dodgers, but did you know that Kobe Bryant had a lot to do with that?
Yes, I know. I didn't know.
Kobe Bean Bryant had everything to do with that. So, back in 2017, when the LA Dodgers were recruiting Shohei Ohtani the first time, they never had a chance to truly bring him in and recruit him. So, in 2017, they had Kobe Bryant make a 1-minute video, right? Everybody knows what's taken place since then. Tragic accident. My favorite hooper, one of my favorite hoopers ever, Kobe Bryant, passed away in a helicopter crash a few years ago. But the Dodgers, during this time, were able to bring that tape out. And
they showed it to
Shohei Ohtani said that was the most impactful part of their whole pitch, was the fact that they had a video of Kobe Bryant speaking directly to him.
Oh, okay.
6 years later, right? And so that's a chess move right there, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
Every other team in the league could have pitched Shohei and offered him $700 million, but when you pull out Kobe Bryant video talking straight to you, that had to blow his mind.
Yeah, and it's probably one with about 3 teams that had $700 million to give him.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt about it. No doubt about
being
it.
honest, that was about a 2-3 horse race right there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
But I feel it was more than just a $700 million. I really think that video impacted him. He's like, this is the city of champions, and the Dodgers is the team to win the championship.
Yeah, absolutely. But I guarantee you that $700 million he got from the Dodgers was probably 50 to 200 million more than he could have got from anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, because Texas Rangers I don't even think they got that kind of money.
They got it, but I don't think they would have given it, man.
You think the Rangers got that kind of money?
Absolutely, I think they got it.
The Rangers is just one. So the Dodgers, the Rangers, New York, and who else could have had that kind of money?
Toronto, possibly.
Yeah,
it ain't too many other teams.
Yeah, it's a lot of teams that got that kind of money. It's a lot of teams wanted it, but they didn't even offer because the little 250, 300 million they was gonna offer wasn't even in the runnings.
Ain't gonna get it.
No, it's not gonna get it.
But
I'm glad Shohei got that money. I want everybody to get all the money they can. But if I was a team owner, no way, Shohei.
Man, I
can't give it to you.
I'm just thinking about watching that video.
Yeah.
And the chills and the impact that video had on him.
Yeah.
Like seeing a ghost. I bet that had to blow his mind, man. Like, goodness gracious.
Yeah, that
was a dirty move.
Kobe talking to me, he been gone a minute.
That was a dirty move, man. That was a dirty move right there, man. That's crazy, but that's awesome, man. Kobe, still been having his impact on this earth time and time again. But moving on, also, before we move out of baseball, also Juan Soto was traded to the Yankees. And they're looking at negotiating like upwards of $500 million for his contract. He wants like a 13 to 15-year contract, around $500 million. And he's got Scott Boras as his agent to do the negotiating. So that's a very great possibility.
Yeah, that's a good possibility that's going to happen. Oh, yeah.
We shall see. We shall see. Moving on to the NBA. Draymond Green suspended. About time, man. Like, I tell people, I can't stand this game. I like Draymond about as much as I like James Harden. I can't stand neither one of them. I feel like Draymond's a bully. He
he's
serves a
typical,
purpose. He's a facilitator on that squad.
He's a typical bully because the one time I seen somebody act they want to give Draymond some smoke, he walked away.
He didn't want it.
He walked away.
You talking about LeBron?
Yeah, he walked away from LeBron.
Yeah, he didn't want it.
But now he choked Rudy. And this is, I saw Kenyon Martin, and I totally agree with Kenyon Martin that nobody haven't gave no Draymond no smoke, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
What's the guy named Steven Adams?
Yeah.
You remember when Draymond kicked him in the groin?
Yep, twice.
And then Steven Adams talked all that noise.
And didn't do nothing.
And then when Draymond seen him again, he kicked him in the groin again.
Yep.
Ain't that what happened?
That's exactly
Steven
what
Adams
happened.
didn't do one thing.
Yeah.
All these guys, and this is the whole thing about Draymond can lie all he wants to. And I'm going to say he's lying, and I believe he's lying for this reason. He said he wasn't trying to hit that guy. Draymond, you're a professional athlete that has tremendous control of your body. And you don't know where you swinging your hands.
You know what I'm saying?
You are lying, Draymond.
Yeah.
I just don't. Well, I'm going to say it like this. Let me change it. Let me go back to my new saying. I ain't going to say you're lying, Draymond. I'm going to say I don't believe you.
Don't look like Boo Boo the Fool, man.
Yeah.
Don't look like Boo Boo the Fool. Come on,
That's all
Draymond.
I'm going to say, Draymond. You may not be lying, but I don't believe you.
Yeah,
because this is what I do know. Athletes make split-second decisions
Absolutely.
with their body.
Yeah.
With their body. And when you swing around like that and you come around and you don't know that you swinging your hand up here and not, and then when he come around like this, he's seeing.
Yeah.
By the time his hand get here,
he knew exactly
see
what
you.
was going on.
He knew
down,
exactly
man.
what he was doing. And the guy, and like I'm like Kenyon Martin. If somebody give Draymond a 2-piece and a pepper, he might stop somewhere.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
I mean, I don't condone violence, but I condone violence.
Yeah, when you're getting picked on, when you got a bullet in the room, absolutely.
It's a time and a place for everything. I don't
Absolutely.
condone violence, but if somebody need a good 2-piece and a pepper, it's time. He need a good 2-piece and a pepper.
Yeah.
That's all. That's just the way it is.
Yeah,
and
man.
that's Draymond's biggest problem. I have nobody.
Why ain't nobody? Why?
I have no idea.
I bet Dame Lillard will give him the business. That boy been boxing.
He's basketball tough. He's not for real tough.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's a loud mouth, man.
Yeah,
I can't stand watching Draymond play. He's not impactful in the game. What a quadruple single? Is that
a triple single? That's what y'all mark.
Was my boy Poole? Well, I think when he said Draymond attracted all the women in college from all them quadruple singles.
Yeah. Was that why he punched him?
And Draymond went over there and punched him, man.
Barkley.
Supposedly that's what happened, man.
But I think it was a little bit more than that. We'll never know.
Yeah.
But Draymond is a bully, and like I said, if somebody give him the business, he'll calm that down.
Yeah,
because that's usually what happened to bullies.
Absolutely.
I've seen bullies bully the whole school.
Absolutely.
But it takes one person
Step up.
to give him the business. Now the whole school is ready to give him the business.
Exactly.
And he's no longer a bully.
Exactly. Ready to beat the brakes up off of him.
Yeah, so
that's just like sock in that game.
Yeah.
They should have bullied them boys, but they made them. They let them believe in themselves.
Yeah, let them believe.
And came on back, man. But yeah, Draymond, man, suspended indefinitely, man. I can care less if he came back.
Guys, just like Rudy Gobert, he got on just the other day. He says, "Oh, I have nothing against Draymond. He done choke you out, and you ain't got nothing against him." He choke you out, and you say, "Oh, he needs some help." Yeah, he needs some help, and I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah, real.
I'm gonna give him some help right in his left eye.
HELP, right there.
I'm gonna give him some help in his left eye, his nose, and his upper lip. You're gonna have a lot of help because that 2-piece and a pepper.
Yeah, man, that's all it takes. Straighten that on out, man. But Draymond don't know when you're coming back. They talking about trades to the Mavericks. No, we don't want you. We don't need that. We don't want no part of that.
Send him over there to the Lakers. That's where he really want to go.
Let him go somewhere else, but he can go. He can stay at home as far as I'm concerned, man. I'm happy to see Ja Morant back though.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to boxing, right? Last weekend, Jake Paul won again. He actually fought a boxer, quote unquote boxer. This guy looked like he hadn't been trying to box in years. But the guy has a 10-1 record. August, I can't think of his last name. But Jake knocked him out in 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the first round.
Oh yeah.
Caught him with a good uppercut. Boy went down like a board, stiff. He got his mind correct.
How much do Jake Paul weigh?
He's 200, about 215. 210.
Is that the same one that fought Mayweather?
No, that was Logan. That was Logan Paul. That was his brother.
Jake bigger than Logan.
Yeah. Logan's taller. Jake is thicker. Yeah, Jake.
So Jake hasn't really fought anybody.
Jake has fought.
Besides on YouTube.
Yeah, no, not really. He's fought a bunch of UFC guys, right? He fought Tyron Woodley. He fought.
He boxed them, right?
Yeah, he's boxed them and beat them all, right? He beat Nate Diaz. He lost to Fury's brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's a horrible. That fight was trash.
Oh yeah,
straight trash. But I still can't consider him a boxer per se. But he's entertaining.
He's a YouTube guy.
He's entertaining, man.
Yeah. He's an entertainer because you going to a guy that's 10-1 in professional boxing. I think the guy hadn't fought in what?
It's been a while.
Yeah, been a year or so since he fought. So that guy was probably at Second Save, Second Grocery.
Collecting a check.
And then Jake Paul said, you want to fight me for $100,000? No, yeah. I'll fight anybody.
Probably a sparring partner he been getting ready with whatever. He was like, man, let's go make a check. We're going to get you this check.
If you really want to make your name in boxing, box a boxer.
Yeah.
You fighting, and this is the whole thing. If I was a UFC guy.
Well, this guy was a boxer.
Huh?
This guy was a boxer.
Oh, yeah. That's
he's a 3-time Gold Glove winner.
Okay.
Amateur, and then 10-1 as a pro, like, not bad,
Yeah,
but
not bad. But he hadn't fought in a while.
Obviously,
he wasn't really going nowhere because he was going somewhere. Wouldn't be fighting Jake Paul.
Exactly. Well, it's hard to say that because Jake Paul and them boys getting bigger checks on a lot of these boxers.
Yeah, absolutely. But Jake Paul is really a heavyweight, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
215. Okay, fight some real heavyweight.
Yeah, he ain't doing that. I can't see him doing that.
Even fight the guys that Deontay Wilder that knocked out. Fight them.
Yeah. Hellenius.
Yeah.
And these other guys, man.
There's about 30 guys. Go fight one of them in the top 30.
Yeah.
But you going finding guys at the grocery store and stuff, beating them up. So,
hey, go fight Draymond Green if you want to bully somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, maybe y'all can beat each other up, call like down one of y'all.
Straight up. So, but real boxing is happening this weekend. We got some heavyweight fights taking place on the 23rd over in Saudi Arabia. Man, they putting on some good shows. They've been putting on some good matches here recently.
Oh, yeah, but they're getting them boys big money.
Oh, big money, big paper. Big paper.
Because Deontay Wilder, he probably could. If you knock the guy out, he'll beat him.
Yeah.
If you don't knock him out, he's going to lose.
Oh, man. Is he going to last with them legs? Like, boy, he still ain't running like that. I don't understand that. I don't get it.
He's just not he's never going to be a good classic heavyweight, Deontay Wilder.
He got that right hand. He got that right hand.
Oh, yeah, he got that right hand. But if he... All of these guys now, I just look at them. If they was, I don't think that if they would have came along in the earlier generation, they wouldn't have been at top. Man, Deontay Wilder can't beat Holyfield or Tyson, Lennox Lewis. He would have just been an average guy.
I believe
But this is the thing. You can only beat who's in front of you.
Yeah, no doubt.
So they're going to say you good because you beating everybody they put in front of you. In actuality, everybody they put in front of you is really not. It's just worse than you.
Yeah. Look at what happened to Tyson Fury, the champ, the undisputed champ.
He couldn't even beat this guy.
First
this guy wasn't even a fighter.
Yeah, wasn't a boxer. Wasn't even a boxer. But Ngannou was like, look, it's a fight at the end of the day. So I think I can fight anybody, any man that put his pants on like me. I feel like I can box him out. So he showed that. But yeah, heavyweight boxing is down, but it should be a good weekend for it, right?
Yeah.
Got Deontay taking on Joseph Parker, unknown, and then you also have Anthony Joshua taking on Otto Wallin. So at the end of the day, a lot of people want to see this Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder fight, right? Because a lot of people ultimately want to see Anthony Joshua take on Tyson Fury. So it's like, hey, if you can pass this test, then we know you're ready. And if you can't get past Wilder, ain't no point in Tyson Fury fighting you at the end of the day. And then Fury also has a fight coming up with Alexander Usyk in February. So a lot of good matches coming up. But this weekend in particular, y'all check that out, man. On Saturday, should be a good, entertaining day for some boxing. And Want to see Wilder and Joshua come out on top, man. I'd love to see Joshua.
Yeah, I want Joshua to go and give Wilder the business so he can fight Fury.
Yeah. Yeah. And Joshua, you know, he was training with Derek, but I think it just became to be too much, like traveling back and forth and all this and that. So he ended up, you know, the last 2 months, I believe he's trained over in the UK. So, you know, we'll see how this goes, man. But Anthony's still pulling for you, man. Got some D-Town ties right there. And we want to see Wilder do what he do. So tune in.
Tune in and see a bunch of average fighters fight each other.
I got an app. I watch all the fights for free. If you want, just hit me up on my message me directly on YouTube, and I'll give you the link. But I'm not gonna give it out here because I ain't trying to be like that and give everybody my juice. So I can't tell you how to watch the fight if you want to know. But I believe that is the last topic of the day, man.
Last topic of the day.
That was fun, huh?
Yeah, that was good.
That was fun, huh? We don't have any tech talk for you today.
Yeah, we say that Jonas better have a long list, a laundry list when you get back.
Yeah, it's gonna be an all tech show when Jonas get back.
All-tech show.
You know, it's gonna have to be after the Super Bowl, but hey, it's going down. It's going down. Got a lot of good bowl games coming up, man. Y'all stay tuned, man. Hope you all have a happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas, man. We will see you next week before New Year's Day. But, man, appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all go out, like, share, and subscribe to this thing, man. Love you all. See y'all
Peace,
next
love,
week.
and happiness.
Peace.